1, 2 to the 3. And we make it like we make tea. Realize that sometimes when you pay attention to the wrong things, you become part of the wrong things, and that makes it kind of like part of the wrong team. But it's not there. Better yet said, it's not a bad thing to be there. It's to learn to live amongst the chaos. It's to understand that you can get something out of anything, and to be able to move beyond the things that made you feel sad or scared or miserable, and glean some kind of practical positioning out of it, to be able to mirror the proper neurons. Mirror neurons exist in our body. Cells learn to allocate in the way that we want to. Most often, having a state of fight or flight be a part of your daily existence, however, keeps you in a frenzy state. So you get used to being a mirror of mischief or something like that. And that's not a bad thing either, but it is relevant. It is ideal to be aware of it so that you don't have to go solely as a miserable mirror. And for me, that clues into my next chapter, is that the things that I got used to being, I've learned from, and now I can delete some of this stuff. I don't have to keep holding on to some of the nonsense, the shenanigans, the superfluous sadness, because I am not Adele. So I don't feel necessary to remain in this emo state of existence. However, there's nothing wrong with that either. Taylor Swift. So the thing about it is learning to educate myself and learning to be the best mirror I can be, and also realizing that I am being a mirror reflection of other people. You vibe your tribe. So the people you're around, you pick up on them. Your body learns to navigate the necessary network of memories, and you become a mirror neuron in the making. And you just remember how to mirror faster when you're around certain people. And so currently I am learning to be the best mirror I can be. You know, like Gandhi said, be the change you want to see, right? So being the mirror I'd rather look in the mirror and look at is about choosing to remain calm amongst the chaos, to remain unaffected by the uncomfortableness, and to just be focused on love, focused on the next thing you can progress in. The shift and control, the alternative delete, it helps me feel comfortable in my emotional state of being sometimes. Anxiety. I used to take Klonopin. Now I don't, and I won't. And I used to take Adderall, and now I don't, and I won't. And I use CBD, and I do, and I will continue to do so. It is not a hallucinogenic, does not have the THC in it. It doesn't affect me in the way that caffeine affects me. Caffeine has a more pronounced effect on my mood than that. However, I won't go any further, just to say that I believe in the things that I do, and the things that I do I believe in. And when I get caught in a cycle that I sometimes haven't checked my mirror in a while, I could be acting in a way that is somebody else's reflection. That's called empathy. Become the people you love, become the things you're around. So staying in their state of being, you learn to simulate and associate. But you can also check out to check back in. Breathe easier, meditate, Allow yourself to focus on the things that you find fascinating and turn your frustration into something that you want as a future foundation. So that when you wake up, you look in the mirror, you're happy with what you see. Which is, this is personally speaking, a person in development, a raw canvas that is building a bunch of colors to allow me to craft whatever my body wants to craft, whatever my mind wants to craft, whatever I am led by in the spirit, or in the things that I just choose to cheese at, what makes me happy. And I can achieve that by entering the frontal lobes and realizing that, hey, it's in the body first. Well, mind and body, reverse. Nothing's better or worse. It's just the way that we utilize the things that we have and the energy we disperse. So yeah, you could say it from the beginning to the end. You could start at the reverse and talk about it like you pretended that it was already gotten. And that's the way that we do. You see the end, you imagine it, and then Hulu. Watch it like it's television. Think about Jim. You know, Pam, Dwight, and him, Steve Carell, the leader of the pack, the boss man. Think about it the way you want to do it, and then toss that. Just be you. But breathe and believe and see that your theater of the mind, ludicrous style can be conceived and achieved as soon as you decide that it is done. That is the end, and reverse that and realize you're the one who lives and wakes up every day. So hey, it is easier said than done, but you still gotta say what you say. So the words that you use matter as much as the money that you spend. The words that you use are the ways that the sentence can be imagined to a friend. So the words that you use are the things that you utilize to help others mirror neurons craft their own image. And we are in the spitting image of God, the one who created us. I didn't create me, so I acquiesce to something else, and I like to eat spinach. So Popeye becomes something that I craft in my mind, thinking about the forearms, chin tucked, and I do like blind mice do. Thinking about it, spinning in curves, swerving it, doing it like I wanted to do with the urge, not to exaggerate the thing, but more like a purge. Just let go of all the blah, 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 and make it so that I have more urges to curb and discipline the disasters and allow the courage to overcome the chatter inside that sometimes is not a good vibe, and I don't really feel like anymore I want to hide. So it really is just that the way you feel is how you are, and then you do things with who you are every day. Choose a star and follow it. Pick up and play as you please, and just don't think that you have no control over the things on your knees. You know, pads, go kick a bag with your shins. Learn to be whoever you are and stop making reasons to bend in the wrong direction. Stand up tall and be proud of yourselves so that yourself will inhale the things you want to do, and tell yourself that if you want something different, follow people who have something you want, or have something as a skill set, have something as a mindset, have something as a belief, have tools they utilize and tell you, like Thrive 1, 2, 3 for me. It helps me, and sometimes it doesn't. But that's sometimes because it goes deeper than caffeine energy. My focus is how bliss turns into becoming. So if I'm thinking about blisters, I'm thinking about not running. Sometimes I walk, and sometimes I bunt when I swing. Because sometimes simplifying things into concrete chi is the way that leads me to sing. So, do 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 do. What the heck you mean? Do do do. All I got to do is pick up a dream. Do 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 do.